Good evening, everyone. Today I am going to take a topic that is related with class 11 chemistry, and that is related with chapter 1, some basic concept of chemistry. Now try to learn first what is chemistry. Chemistry. Chemistry is a branch of science that deals with the composition, properties and structure of matter. In short, we can say CSP, composition, structure and property, or composition, property and structure of matter. It means chemistry is study of matter. Chemistry means study of matter. Or we can say that chemistry is study of atoms and molecules. Why we say that chemistry is study of atoms and molecules? Because matter is made up of molecules. So these are the definition of chemistry. Now try to learn branches of chemistry. There are many branches of chemistry, but branches of chemistry. There are many branches of chemistry, but we learn in class 11 generally 4 branches of chemistry. First one is physical chemistry. Now second one is inorganic chemistry. Third one is organic chemistry. And last, analytical chemistry. Physical chemistry, inorganic chemistry, organic chemistry and analytical chemistry. So chemistry is study of matter, and we know that what is matter? Anything that occupies space and has mass. There are 4 branches of chemistry: physical, inorganic, organic and analytical chemistry. Now the next topic is importance of chemistry. What is the importance of chemistry in daily life? Importance of chemistry. First, in the field of food additives, for example, vinegar. Vinegar is what? a form of acetic acid. Second, in the field of health care, generally health care products, whether they are medicines, are related with chemistry. Third, polymers. Polymers means plastic industries like polythene, styrene, butadiene, rubber. The tires we generally used in car and motorbikes are SBR, styrene, butadiene, rubber. Polymer industries, healthcare, food, and many fields. In the field of agriculture, whether it is fertilizers or pesticides or insecticide. Now try to learn some more things that are related with chemistry in daily life. First one is polymer. Second, fertilizers, soaps, detergents, then fertilizers, soaps, detergents, dyes, etc. Now in the field of medicine, for the treatment of cancer, we have to use cisplatin, and Taxol, and for the treatment of AIDS, EZP is a medicine which is used for the treatment of AIDS. So chemistry is useful in the field of medicine. Now try to learn some more things that are related with chemistry. Fourth, optical fiber. Conductive polymer. These are the new types of substances. Now, fifth, for the gaining knowledge about ozone hole, or we can say ozone depletion, chemistry is also useful for the study of ozone depletion. Sixth one is study of CFC, chlorofluorocarbon, and the cause of ozone depletion is CFC, and many types of cationic detergents. We study about CFC and cationic detergent because they are harmful for the environment. So with the help of chemistry, we try to find out the supplement of that substances. Now, chemistry is useful in all different fields. Now in the field of nuclear energy, whether it is atom bomb, hydrogen bomb, these all are related with chemistry. In the field of, we can say, astronomy, generally astronauts takes fuels cell with them because fuel cell are sources of energy and water. So there are different fields where we see that chemistry is important for us. So this second topic is related with importance of chemistry, and third topic is related with matter. Now try to learn what is matter. We all know that from lower classes कि what is matter. Matter is anything that occupies space and have mass. Occupies space and have mass is known as matter. Example book, pen, human being, animals, trees, these all are matter because they occupy space and have mass. And we can feel their existence with the help of our sixth senses. That is known as matter. We already studied in lower classes. Now try to learn some classification that is related with matter. We can classify matter into two parts. First one is physical classification. And second classification is chemical classification. First classification is physical classification and second classification is chemical classification. Now try to learn. According to physical classification, we can classify matter into three parts. First solid, second liquid, and third gas. Solid, liquid and gas. Physical classification. There are two more types, plasma and Bose-Einstein condensate also. And according to chemical classification, we can classify pure substances and mixtures. Pure substances are classified to element, then compound, and we can classify elements into three parts: metal, non-metal and metalloids. We can classify mixtures into two parts. First one is homogeneous mixtures and second one is heterogeneous mixture. And we can also classify the compound into two parts. First, inorganic compounds and second one is organic compounds. Now try to learn something about solid, liquid and gas. Solids are the substances which have definite shape and definite volume. We all know that. And liquid are the substances which have definite volume but they doesn't have definite shape. Similarly, the gas are the substances which have neither definite shape nor definite volume. Now try to learn plasma state. Now fourth one is plasma and Bose-Einstein condensate. That is also related with the temperature and pressure. In a higher temperature, plasma state exists like stars, and in very lower temperature at 0 Kelvin, Bose-Einstein condensate state exists. Now try to learn a chemical classification. Pure substance elements. Elements are made up of one type of atom. Metal. What is metal? We all know that metal are lustrous and they are ductile in nature. Whether the not metal had no metallic character. For example, metal, copper is a metal. Whereas hydrogen is a non-metal because it exists in gaseous state. Now try to learn metalloids. Metalloids are properties or characteristics between metal and non-metal. For example, germanium, arsenic are the some examples of metalloids. Inorganic compound and organic compound. Organic compounds are generally found through the sources of animals and plants. It means we can find organic compounds with the help of living beings. For example, methane is an organic compound, whereas inorganic compounds are the sources of through non-living things. For example, sodium carbonate, etc. Now, types of mixture: homogeneous mixture. Homogeneous mixture is uniform. For example, the solution of water and sugar. Whereas heterogeneous mixture is not uniform, non-uniform in character. For example, mixture of water and oil, or we can say water and sand. So these are the now this is the classification of matter. This classification is related with matter, physical classification and chemical classification. Now the next topic is properties and measurement. Properties and measurement of matter. Properties, so there are two types of properties. First property is physical property, and second property is chemical property. Chemical property. Now try to learn about physical property. What is physical property? Such type of property in which identification and composition of the substances are unchanged are known as physical property. For example, melting point, boiling point, these are the examples of physical property. Now chemical property, the property in which identification and composition is changed is known as chemical property. Now try to learn some example that is related with chemical properties, that are acidity and basicity. So now measurement. For the measurement of matter, we have to require something that generally we called units. First one is fundamental unit. Fundamental units, or we can say SI unit. Now try to learn. For example, now there are 7 fundamental units. First, length, symbol is L. Unit is meter and the symbol is M. M means mass, T means temperature, E means electric current, L means amount of substance, Now try to learn one by one. Mass is generally denoted by m and the unit is kilogram and it is denoted by actually this is time and this is temperature. It doesn't matter. Here we can write time and here we can write temperature. Temperature. Now time T, second, S, electric current I, ampere, temperature, capital T, Kelvin, K, luminous intensity IU, candela, CD, amount of substance, and mole. For numerics for this is LMT ETLA. Numerics means process of memory anything through a easy way. Now properties and measurement fundamental units. Second, supplementary units, that is related with angle and radian and steradian. And third is derived unit, for example density equal to mass upon volume. The unit of mass is kg and volume is meter cube. Therefore, the density unit of density is kg meter per minus cube. So there are three types of units. First one is fundamental or SI unit. They are of 7 types, and second type is supplementary units, radian and steradian, and derived units like density. We can write the unit of density with the help of mass and volume, because density equal to mass upon volume and the unit is kg and to the power minus 3. So the student, that is enough for today's video lecture. Thank you so much. Thanks for listening.